Hey, it's Lynn Leoz, and this gentleman who goes by Stingray222 just posted this article a little bit ago, and I want to share it with you, and I want you to go check it out too. He is always right on, and he knows people who are important and also knows people who knows people, and you'll see that as I share this article with you. It's titled Global Meltdown Imminent on the Brink of Crisis, Collapse, and Mass RFID Chipping, just released. Now, I've been telling you through people who are telling me and telling the world, like John Shorey and others, that we are on the brink of a crisis, including the economical collapse. So let's see what the article says. It says key indicators that something in the USA isn't quite right can certainly be found in the headlines. And he's got several points here. Key military personnel fired while president installs Muslims to key positions. Russian planes intrude U.S. airspace. Russia sends bombers over California. CPS grabbing children and placing them in homosexual homes. NSA now has all personal information. Illegal immigrants being flown to various locations across the U.S. Also, he's mentioning on here MERS, which is the Middle Eastern Respiratory Syndrome, spreads to the U.S. And finally, FEMA Camps Open to help with influx of illegal immigrants. Now, he goes on further to write, having seen a few of these headlines, do you believe anyone in Congress, the president, or the military is going to do anything to help you? Do you believe the FEMA camps and billions of rounds of ammo are for defensive purposes? And he's got some links, which if we have time, I've got them open and I'll quickly show them to you. He states that he met with a good friend and former CIA handler on Friday, formerly in charge of RFID programs. Now listen what this gentleman said. He indicated that we've had the technology to chip everyone on the planet, but that the optimal time awaits when a crisis comes and the population will gladly accept the mark in order to be able to work or be able to eat. Here's some good news about defeating RFID chips. And then he's got that link there. Will America collapse? Will veterans and law-abiding gun owners save the nation? Or will the Muslim king step up to the plate and show what his true colors have been all along? Now, I'm not going to read any more of his article because I want you to go check it out. Okay, but here are some of the links that he has placed within his article right here. How to block or kill RFID chips. And it says, in this instructable, I will describe different ways to block or kill RFID tags. RFID stands for radio frequency identification. If you do not know about this technology yet, you should definitely start familiarizing yourself with it because the number of different devices that utilize these types of tags is growing exponentially. Now, you can check out the link from his article to that to find out more. Here's another article. Let me move the screen over here. It says Romans 13, setting it straight. There's absolutely no doubt in my mind the biggest reason America is in the mess that it's in today is directly due to the apathy and indifference of the American pulpit. I am reminded of what Charles Finney, the famed 19th century revivalist, said. If there is a decay of conscience, the pulpit is responsible for it. If the public press lacks moral discernment, the pulpit is responsible for it. If the church is degenerate and worldly, the pulpit is responsible for it. If the world loses its interest in Christianity, the pulpit is responsible for it. If Satan rules in our halls of legislation, the public is responsible for it. If our politics become so corrupt that the very foundations of our government are ready to fall away, the pulpit is responsible for it. Now here's another link that he had highlighted on there for you to go check out, and it's in Forbes. It says 1.6 billion rounds of ammo for Homeland Security. It's time for a national conversation. Now I'm going to minimize the screen a little bit so this all fits. There we go. And it says the Denver Post on February the 15th ran an Associated Press article entitled Homeland Security aims to buy 1.6 billion rounds of ammo, so far too little notice. It confirmed that the Department of Homeland Security has issued an open purchase order for 1.6 billion rounds of ammunition. As reported elsewhere, some of this purchase order is for hollow point rounds forbidden by international law for use in war, along with a frightening amount specialized for snipers. Also reported elsewhere, at the height of the Iraq War, the Army was expending less than 6 million rounds a month. Therefore, 1.6 billion rounds would be enough to sustain a hot war for 20 plus years in America. So that's a link from Forbes that he has supplied in his article. So the link to this article will be included right below this video on my YouTube channel. So you can go to it and check it out and share it with others, please, because this is very important information. And I can't tell you enough, this gentleman who goes by Stingray 222 does know people, and he is right on, just as he mentioned a former CIA agent that he speaks with. So do check it out. Global meltdown imminent, on the brink of crisis, collapse, and mass RFID chipping just released. Thank you so much, and God bless you.